Hi everyone, it's Aunt Fernita. Today's story is called Dead or Alive. The memory verse is from John chapter 11, verse 25. Jesus said, "I am the resurrection and the life." Today's message is we worship a God who gives eternal life. Have you ever been really sick? So sick that you were too weak to get out of bed? Maybe the doctor gave you medicine or a shot or hooked you up to machines to help you breathe. We're going to read about a girl who needed more than a doctor to make her well. Jairus' 12-year-old daughter had been sick for some time. Her parents did everything they could think of to help their daughter get well, but she only grew weaker. Good parents love their children and will do anything to help them get well. So imagine how upset Jairus felt when his only child was so sick. He didn't want to leave her side. Again and again he sent for doctors and other people known to help sick children, but nobody could help. Then Jairus thought of Jesus, the master teacher from Galilee. Everyone was talking about his miracles. Jesus was Jairus' last hope. Jairus whispered to his daughter, "I'm going to find help." Then Jairus left home and hurried fast as he could to Matthew's house. He knew that he would find Jesus there. "My only daughter is sick. She may be dying. You must come to my house to help her. Then she will get well," Jairus told Jesus. Jairus' faith pleased Jesus. At once he started to leave with Jairus. But a large crowd had gathered, waiting for Jesus to come out of Matthew's house. The people crowded Jesus as he walked along. Everyone was anxious to be near him. They pushed and shoved one another. Often they bumped against Jesus as well. Suddenly, Jesus stopped. "Who touched me?" he asked. "With all these people, Lord, you are asking who touched you?" Peter couldn't believe Jesus had asked such a question. Jesus continued to look around. Finally, a woman stepped up to him. "I touched you," she said, weeping softly. "I have been sick a very long time. For 12 years I have been trying to get well. I thought that if I could only touch you, I would be healed." Jesus felt happy because the woman had such strong faith in him. He couldn't just rush away. "Be happy," Jesus told her. "You are healed because you had faith in me. Go and enjoy your life." Before Jesus and Jairus could continue, one of Jairus' servants pushed through the crowd. "It's no use to bother the teacher anymore," he told Jairus. "Your little girl is dead." Oh, poor Jairus! His loving father's heart must have been heavy with sadness. But Jesus turned to Jairus. "Don't be afraid," he said. "Just believe." Jesus called Peter, James, and John to follow him. Together they hurried to Jairus' home. Jairus' house was full of people, all wailing and crying loudly. Some of them did not even know Jairus, but they showed their sympathy by crying together. "Send the mourners away," Jesus commanded. Your daughter isn't dead. She's only sleeping." When the people heard this, they laughed at him. Jesus told all the people to leave. Then he took the 3 disciples into the house along with Jairus and his wife. In the little girl's room, Jesus stood by the bed and reached for her hand. "Child, get up," he said. The little girl opened her eyes and sat up. Imagine how she must have felt when she looked into Jesus' happy eyes. "Give her something to eat," Jesus told her joyful parents. Jairus' daughter was well and strong. Not only did Jesus love to heal sick people, he was delighted to give people life again. "I am the resurrection and the life," he said. He came to earth to save us too, from death and to give us life. We worship a God who gives eternal life. Don't you love him?
Created and produced by Falvo Fowler. This podcast is read by Franita Buddy Fullwood for Gracelink.net. Animation and artwork by Diogo Godoy. Audio is post-produced by Faith To at Studio El Piso in Singapore. The theme music is by Clayton Kinney. The audio engineer was Maurice Bailey.